ho, ho. Merry Christmas. This is the
Merry Christmas.
this is the Christmas bonus episode. Welcome to our listeners. Donny Varney is in the house with me today. My name's Eric. I'm the host for today's episode. And if you're watching on YouTube, you are getting a treat right now because not only is Donny wearing a very sparkly Santa hat, I am wearing a Merry Christmas, you filthy animal sweater, and we've got some festive Christmas things going on in the background. I have Christmas lights and a stocking that my kids made for our new dog. Donnie, any fun Christmas traditions you and your family do?
Oh, Eric, that was a question that I don't know if you were even prepared to ask, because we have so many traditions, so many. I'll just choose maybe a couple.
Okay.
One is my wife makes this amazing Belgian waffle Christmas morning breakfast spectacular that our kids just love. It was handed down. The recipe was handed down from her mom, and we only do it once a year, and it's like amazing. So that's like something that we do every morning of every Christmas morning. Another one that I think is fun is we look back at the year, and whatever is like the best family picture that we took throughout the year, and everyone gets like a vote on it. We buy that picture in a puzzle and we put it together during the, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then we glue it and then we frame it. And then during the Christmas season, all of the years past, we put those up on the wall, and we get to see different family pictures through the years that we've put together. And it's as the years go on, there's more and more pictures to bring back and look at, and it's just kind of fun to see the kids get older and the family gets bigger and blah blah blah. So those are two of 20 or more traditions that we do. So there you go.
I love it.
It's fun.
I love it.
Fun.
That's awesome.
What about you?
We love watching movies together. So we've already started. We watched what is it? The Santa Claus. Our kids had not seen the very first one, which made me feel really old because they had never seen that, and I feel like that's kind of a classic movie with Tim Allen. So we love watching Christmas movies. Elf is probably a favorite in our house. We could quote most of the movie to you, and I don't know, it's just fun. So we definitely have
my family loves Elf.
Food. Yeah, we have food traditions as well. So we've blended Bethany and I, both sides of the family, with food. So we should do Bethany's family makes this Geronimo casserole, which is amazing. It's so good. And then my side of the family, we always do monkey bread, which we love. So so we feast Christmas morning. Yeah.
Nice.
So fun.
Love monkey bread. Monkey bread.
Well, Donnie, today we're going to talk about looking back at this past year and some of the things that we're thankful for in terms of Momentum Ministry Partners. We've been doing a kick on social media and just an end of year give push for our donors and people who want to support Momentum Ministry Partners, who we are incredibly grateful for you. If that is you, or if you're looking to be a new donor, we are grateful for you. But Donnie, we put out this video. Maybe some people have seen it about in the past couple of years, 2-ish years, we've doubled our ministry in size in almost every area of Momentum Ministry Partners ministry. And so we thought today, let's double the fun and have Eric and Donnie and just spread some Christmas cheer. So what is it? Singing, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. So Donnie, take it away.
Nobody wants to hear me sing. Not even fair. People who love me really, really well. My family like that. For real. Don't sing ever.
That would be great. That would be a fast way to have people turn this episode off.
It
assuming
really would
anyone's
be.
actually turned it on.
That's right.
So
Yeah, let's
as you
not do
look back
that.
at this past year, what's been a highlight for you, Donnie? What's been maybe one of the coolest things you've seen God do?
Well, Eric, I have only been with Momentum now a little over a year. So this year for me is, I guess, extra special. I don't really have it to compare other years to, but it's been just an amazing experience for me. I've literally met hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, a lot of them new relationships. And I've just been blown away by how inviting and inclusive and accepting people and churches and leaders have been to me in this new role that I've been in, and just being able to jump in and learn and also, give vision towards the future of where I feel like God is wanting to take Momentum. And it's just been honestly unbelievable. It's really hard to like pinpoint one relationship or one situation. But for me personally, it's just very clear that God has been going before Momentum long before I showed up. And it's just fun to be a part of it. So I've just thoroughly enjoyed all of these brand new relationships and just the God centeredness of them and the like mindedness and the mutual appreciation and excitement that people have to be a part of something that God's doing. And so just to be a part of that's been really cool.
Mm, I love it. I think it's fun just for us as a staff to see kind of the fruit of our labor throughout the year, especially this time of year as schools get going and churches are kind of in the middle of their school year. For us, a lot of our summer ministry kind of revolves around student ministry with Momentum Youth Conference. And while urban centers don't necessarily have to be student ministry, a lot of the teams that attend are students. And so it's so fun getting to go to different youth groups, and for me personally just getting to see the baptisms that happen because of what God did during the summer, the students who are still praying for their three coming off of an urban center trip, and they're trying to look for ways to share the gospel and make Jesus make sense to their friends. And I love every year hearing stories from youth pastors that about this time of year they're like, man, we still have momentum from the summer. We still have God at work in our student ministry because of what God did at Momentum Youth Conference or at Momentum Urban Centers. And that's a huge win. So I love hearing those stories. Our team does as well. We actually, if you didn't know this, we have time built into our all staff. So we have staff in 5 states, and we literally take time during our all staff meetings to share wins and celebrate. So if you're listening and you have a story of how God is using Momentum, we would love to hear that. We'd love for you just to email us info@buildmomentum.org and just share those stories, because we'll share them with our staff. And it's amazing opportunities just to look back and reflect on how God was at work. And there's, Donnie, there's a lot to be thankful for. A lot to be thankful for. It's amazing.
It is amazing. Yeah, well, on day one of my time with Momentum, which would have gone all the way back to I guess October 1st, 2024, so a little over a year ago now, God gave me a prayer, and it was, God, please give me the courage to go after things that are bigger than me. Give me the confidence to surround myself with people better than me, and then give me the character to never make it about me. And I think you'd remember I shared that with our whole staff. And I felt like our entire team really embraced that, because none of us want to make this about ourselves. We all realize that if this is going to be of God, He's going to use other people that might very well be more gifted in various areas than we ourselves are. And we realize that this is a movement that is certainly way bigger than any of us individually. And again, to what you're saying with people coming to know the Lord, getting baptized, the privilege that we get to have a youth conference where over 100 churches are a part of it. 16 different states are represented at it. You think of our urban centers, you think of Marketplace, you think of Pro, which we should talk about, where we have over 350 people who are coming to learn, to be equipped, to be inspired personally, professionally, practically, and just the fact that we get to be a part of that and to have a small part in their journey, and then to see what God does through all of those efforts is just a privilege. And I know it's super cliche, but I genuinely, and I know I speak for you too, just feel blessed that we get to be a part of these folks' lives. So it's really cool.
Yeah, Momentum Pro, this year we did something brand new. We've not done this before, but we had what we called Momentum One Day. And so kind of built into our fall gathering of our senior pastor and student ministry leader cohort time, where we would normally bring all of those cohorts together. We have 3 or 4 senior pastor cohorts and one student ministry leader cohort. We'd bring them all together in Columbus. And so what we did is, in the middle of that, we said, if you're a pastor that's in Momentum Pro in our cohorts, why don't you invite your staff, anybody that's what we would call ministry professional, the admin, if they're paid by the church to work for the church, then they're a ministry professional, come to this one-day event. And so we had workshops on what does it look like to be to grow personally, what does it look like to grow purposefully, and what does it look like to grow professionally. And so we had different workshops. We had time together to meet and greet and spend. Honestly, it was an amazing time to just gather together and meet people from all these different churches. And that's where we had about 350 people there. And it was a phenomenal event just to see what God did. People still talking about what they learned from that, and the gathering together, and hopefully putting wind in people's sails for this fall and Christmas and into a new year, to see God use those networks and connections and the equipping that happened there to build momentum. That's the win, right?
That is the win. I've had dozens of people since that event say, can't wait for next time we do it, and so helpful and so encouraging, and so glad we did it. So it was great.
Yeah. Well, Donny, you've been kind of on the fundraising trail and building relationships, inviting people to give financially to Momentum Ministry Partners. It's no secret that our former president, Ed Lewis, who is an amazing man of God, an amazing leader, but a lot of people, when Jeff and I, and now even you, have come on board, we like to say we're in a lot of ways spiritual sons of Ed Lewis, and we're continuing the legacy of what the foundation that Ed has built for this organization. I've heard Jeff say we're literally doing what Ed taught us to do. And I think in terms of ministry and evangelism and, loving on people and providing resources and curriculum, that is very much the heartbeat of Momentum Ministry Partners. But when Ed retired in quotations, and moved to Hawaii, we lost with that move, and through COVID, a lot of our donor base. And so we're just working hard to rebuild our donor base as well. And so we don't want Momentum Ministry Partners to be based on any one person, but really on the vision and the mission of what we're doing. So Donny, as you've been out, trying to build relationships with people and increase our donor base, what are some of the things you've been sharing with people and that you're excited about, and what's God been doing with that process?
Well, when I get to talk about momentum with people, I always lead with this, and everyone doesn't believe me, but it's true. The most fun I've had so far this year has been on the fundraising side of things. The thing that probably most people what I'm learning is that the thing that most people would dread and hate and would say, please, out of all the things that you might ask me to do, don't have me be, raising money for momentum. And I don't know what it says about me. I really don't, but I've just thoroughly enjoyed it. It's been so fun to have an excuse to interact with people who maybe have the resources to fund a ministry like Momentum, but way more important than that, they're very kingdom minded. And what I've encountered is as I've had a chance to talk about momentum and how God has blessed it through the decades and talk about where I feel like God is positioning momentum in the future, they look at me and they say, "This is so encouraging, and I'm so glad and I'm so thankful to have an opportunity to give to momentum." And
Mm,
essentially, I say things like, "Thank you." And they say, "No, thank you. Please keep doing what you're doing." And I
mm,
honestly could share so many stories of how that's gone. And these folks, some of them have been giving momentum before, and they're encouraged to hear where we're going in the future. Some have been aware of momentum, but maybe not to the extent where they're like, "Oh, I didn't know that you guys had these needs or this vision for the future." And then
mm.
there's people who literally have never heard anything about us, and they're like, "Wow, you guys really are like the best kept secret when it comes to leadership development and recruitment and trying to inspire the next generation of future leaders towards local church leadership in whatever way that might be, whether it's ministry or marketplace." And they're like, "Man, I'd love to start giving to what you're doing." So it's been so cool. I do believe we're just getting started, but those relationships and those meetings have been very, very fun and life giving for me.
Yeah. I love when I get to go out and travel, and I'm working hard at like the partnership side and trying to keep churches healthy and just provide encouragement and resources for churches. And when I'm at like different conferences and things where I'm around people who've not heard of Momentum Ministry Partners, it's fun because the number one question people always ask is, who are you? What do you guys do? And then the number two question is, how have we never heard of you? So
Yeah.
when we're explaining like what we do and how we're trying to come alongside local churches, oftentimes we hear, how have we never heard of you guys? Or like you just said, you guys are the best kept secret. And so
Yeah.
we're here to announce, Donnie, the secret's out. God's using momentum in powerful ways, and we would love nothing more than for you and your family and your church, your ministry to be a part of this, to be a part of what's God doing, because we honestly think it's just going to continue. So, Donnie,
Yeah.
give us a little foreshadow. We're this episode's coming out on December 26th, and we've got about
Yep.
6 days left in the year, and we've been working on a big push to the end of the year because of a matching gift we got. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So part of this journey of sharing the vision of where we feel like God is leading momentum, we've met with dozens and dozens and dozens, well over 100 different people, individuals, and many of them have gotten behind momentum in a very big, significant way. And a few of them in particular in a just very generous, very gracious way, to the total of $250,000. I did not
Mm,
hesitate. I did not misspeak. $250,000. And their heart is, if God would in some way use their gift, the combined gift of $250,000, to incentivize and motivate others to get behind what you all are doing, then we would love for that gift to do that. So we
mm,
said yes, and we have begun to put that out there, kind of starting towards the middle end of November. So perhaps as someone's listening to this podcast, you've already been aware of that, or maybe this is the first time you're hearing of that, but it's real. And we are hoping and praying that all $250,000 would get matched before December
yeah.
31st. And that also includes, if you're hearing this for the first time and you're like, "Well, I don't know how much I can give, but maybe I could start a reoccurring gift or a monthly gift." That match will include gifts for the next 12 months. So even if you start today and you want to
Mm,
give for the next 12 months, all of those gifts for the next 12 months will also be a part of that match. So super, super encouraging. And my prayer is that
wow.
we're going to use all $250,000 of it.
Amen. And that would
Yeah.
double, and then it would be, I'm not good at math, $500,000.
I think I think what that means
Yeah.
is $500,000. Yeah, that's right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Donnie,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. Thank you for sharing that with us. We have been putting that out. We've been trying to just kind of scream that from the rooftops because of that is a phenomenal opportunity for people who have continued to bless Momentum financially and in prayer support. We're grateful for that always. But we are obviously always looking for new people. And so even if you're like, I can give $25, that's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing that. We'd point you to the website, give www.buildmomentum.org/give. Just put /give at the end and it'll take you right to the give page. We are incredibly grateful for anybody who would want to be a part of that. Even if it's a one-time gift or like you just said, that's a recurring monthly donation. That's phenomenal. I actually don't think I knew that through the next year, anybody who does a monthly gift that would match as well. So Donnie, it's exciting what God is doing.
Exciting.
So exciting. Well, to our listeners, we hope that this has been an encouraging episode for you guys. We do want to just honor your time since we're between Christmas and New Year's to keep it short and simple. And Donnie, any New Year's Eve resolutions you have coming up for us?
You know what, Eric?
You have so many traditions for Christmas. Now I'm intrigued.
I know. Yeah, I always do have. I'm a big resolution guy.
Okay.
And I actually have no idea though what it's going to be. So stay tuned for whatever the next podcast is that I'm on. I will reveal it. But as of now, I literally have no idea what it's going to be. I will say this though, something that we're going to try to do with our kids during the Christmas break, and they don't know this yet. And that's happening now, I guess, as this podcast is being released, is no phone until you've had Bible and breakfast. So no phone until Bible and breakfast. So obviously when Becky and I try to give them something, like we try to also do this. So that's going to be really hard, but I can guarantee that I'm going to be eating breakfast really early and I'm going to get into the Bible really early because naturally, you know, as we know, we live in a world where it seems like our phones are so a part of our lives. So anyway, maybe that's going to be a New Year's resolution for the whole year. Maybe I don't know.
I love it. All right.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
That's a good challenge. Awesome.
Maybe.
Well,
maybe.
Donnie, what's your favorite elf quote to see us out?
Whatever he talks about the pancakes and all of those things, the syrup and just the ridiculous. I don't have a quote.
The four main food groups. Yeah.
Yes.
That one.
Yeah. That's the one.
I love it. It's like candy corn, candy canes, and syrup or something. I think
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
I love it. My wife teases me because my favorite one is the most obscure, where the little old lady is. But the children love the books. That's my favorite line.
Children love the books.
Yep, that's it. I don't know why that's my favorite one, but that's my favorite. Well, we hope that we'll wrap this up here, friends. Sorry for rambling, but we're excited about Christmas. We're excited about the New Year's. We're excited about all that God is doing in and through Momentum Ministry Partners. And honestly, through our partnership together, we want to help come alongside of you and your local church. We mean that with all of our hearts. And we would be thrilled if in the new year, Momentum Ministry Partners could encourage you, could bless you, could serve you in some way, shape, or form. So again, please reach out to us if you have any questions, if you want to share a win, if you just want somebody to understand what you're going through, reach out to us. We're here. Donnie, any final words?
I've got nothing else, Eric. I think you've said them all, and they've been very good words for sure.
Amazing.
Yeah, we love you guys, and Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Momentum Ministry Partners Podcast. If you found this episode helpful, would you subscribe, rate, and leave us a review? That helps more people discover this podcast. We'd also love for you to share this episode with someone in your network who could benefit from the conversation. Because we want to be your go-to and most trusted resource, we'd love to hear from you. If you have a question or a topic you'd like us to cover in a future episode, send us an email to info@buildmomentum.org. Or you can send us a DM on any of our social media platforms. And if you want to learn more about Momentum Youth Conference, Urban Centers, Grace College Akron, Momentum Marketplace, or Momentum Pro, head over to buildmomentum.org. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.